6 Muslim activists wearing hashtag Buhari must go t-shirts to Jimat at prayer in Abuja. Hello, my wonderful people. You know, this thing we are talking about is not just among the Southerners that want Buhari out of that place. It's not just Southerners saying Buhari has not done well. Buhari has been very, he has not done very well. He has been an evil person. He has not led Nigeria the way he should. Is everybody who is speaking out to say what Buhari is doing is unfair, and he should leave. It's only this country where Buhari wants to stay there forever and ever and do nothing. And right now, the matter coming up is that what Buhari is doing, we want him out. Remember, young men went into Dunamis Church wearing Buhari must go. We all know what happened to them. We all know how that all played out. Guess what? This same matter has gone into Jimad where Muslims pray. This is what happened. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Many eyewitnesses who saw the 6 Muslim activists approach the Jimad prayer ground on Friday were in awe seeing a group of young men wearing t-shirts with the inscription Buhari must go. They were left dumbfounded as they could not explain the reason behind the young men's action. So a few other people who could not read what was written on their t-shirt, these were angry boys who were obviously unhappy with the incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari. Although some persons reportedly made the move to call the attention of some security operative. Why will you call security operative? He only wore a t-shirt saying Buhari must go. How is that a national issue or a threat that has become something now that has to, will you be calling security officials? Somebody wore a t-shirt, they wrote your head is big. How is that a problem that you have to call security officials because somebody wore a t-shirt? Anyway, let's continue. They were, however, asked to stop because the young men didn't do anything wrong. They were only expressing how they feel through their t-shirts inscription written on their through the inscription written on their t-shirts. Hours after, if this government does not take restructuring very seriously and end the possibility of Nigeria being disintegrated, they may have no opportunity to sever the already existing tension going on in the country. Hello, my wonderful people. We know that, some radical activists, young Muslim men were wearing their t-shirts today and went ahead and people were asking what has happened. You can see them. They said some of the things that happened hours after the young boys successfully got their voice heard. We heard that the decision and the analysis of the mistake they may have made. The first costly mistake they said these young men have made is that security operative, if you recall, the 5 that went to Dunamis Center Church wearing Buhari must go, spent almost 30 days, if not more, in police custody for wearing Buhari must go t-shirts. They have also worn the same t-shirts to Jimat. That is where Muslims pray together, and right now, their faces are on the news that they wore this t-shirt. This should not be a problem. This is not a military regime where people feel threatened that they were going to be overthrown. However, Buhari has turned the current administration to a military regime where Nigerians must not speak. You speak, you are somebody who wants to kill Buhari, so to say. Just by wearing a t-shirt that Buhari must go, you are a target. We all know what happened when these young men went to, Dunamis Church, 5 of them, and security operatives were there to ensure that, these 5 men were, they took them away, manhandled them. They were in custody. Even after the judge said they should allow them to go, they still did not let them go. They held them for a couple of more days before finally and eventually they allowed them to go. What are we talking about? Buhari has turned this government, this administration into a threat. Nigerians cannot confidently, walk about without being pushed around or being afraid that Buhari was coming for them. It took protesting, going to court, for those young men to be freed. You see, you have to continue. Moyole Sowore had to continue, with a voice saying, "These guys, they've done nothing. All they did was wore a T-shirt. How is that a problem in a democratic setting?" And that's why Nigerians are saying, if this country, if this administration is not restructured, problems ahead, because Buhari has too much power invested in him. This is one of the country where the president live like a lord. It ought not to be. I repeat, it ought not to be. So when you look at it and you keep quiet and pretend that all is well, when people's lives are suffering and nobody says anything, we are not doing very well for ourselves. If we keep quiet and we pretend that all is well, when some people are being treated and manhandled by this very current administration, listen, we're not doing well for ourselves. We have to stand together with one voice. We have to stand together as one people. These young 5 men wore a shirt to Dunamis Church, and it became the order of the day. We did not hear the least of it. We knew how they were tortured, all that went on in police custody before eventually they were freed for over a month in police custody. So what are we talking about? There is serious call for, caution, and for us to, really what exactly, where are we? Are we in a democratic setting, or there is opposition and oppression? What exactly is happening? Are we going to allow this to happen? Are we going to sit back and allow this, this perpetuation of evil being committed by this present administration? Some are saying restructuring is the way. Some are saying we don't need restructuring. We just want out of Nigeria. They war it. Buhari must go to prayers, and we know how this played out. Thank God, thank goodness they were not apprehended or, any more thing done. But this calls for caution. This calls for serious scrutiny. We cannot continue to allow these things to happen and pretend that all is well. For goodness sake, all is not well. For crying out loud, all is not well. So my people, what exactly is happening? How do we go from here? How do we solve out all these issues and all these things that are staring us in the face? For starters, Nigerians are tired. They just want out. Leave us a comment. We sincerely like to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. From us, it's bye for now. Remember, you have a voice. You do. Let it count. Let it count. Bye.